When you want to excel at something, what must you have? You have to act on your passion. You have to act on your inner drive. Don't let those feelings stay inside of you. You got to know what to do with them. You got to know how to make them work in order to get what you want.
What is your secret, man? What's your secret about business? What's your secret about this? What's your secret about that? You don't want the answer. You see these fucking hands? Hard fucking work, man. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna voodoo some shit. I'm not a magician. It's not magic. It's literally, you're gonna have to wake up and you're gonna have to sit there and say, fuck, today's gonna suck. And then when that day is over, you're gonna wake up again and say, fuck, the next day's gonna suck. And that's gonna be your life.
If anybody got a chance to watch The Last Dance, Michael said, I have a competitive problem. I have a competition problem. Everything is a competition. Well, for most people, they'd be like, that's his flaw. He's always got to complete. He's always so intense. He's always wound up. You're too focused. You should relax. You work too much. You're obsessed. Those are flaws. But those flaws allow you to win over and over and over again. Winning wants you to be different. Winning requires you to do different things. Winning requires you to think in a different way. Winning speaks its own language. Winning has its own way of recognizing you. So winning requires you to be different, but being different scares a lot of people, which people think is a weakness. But once you recognize that difference is one of your greatest flaws that you have, the ability to stand out, now you start to actually see what winning's about. And most people will not use every single tool they have because they're afraid. They don't know how to control it. They don't want to acknowledge it. They're afraid of being judged. They want to stand out. They want to be different. They want winning to acknowledge them. But they have so much doubt of what greatness and the unforgiving race actually requires to win over and over again. They're afraid of success. They're afraid of how good that's going to feel because it's something unique to them. It's something different. It's something they want. It's something they want to pursue. But in order to get in this unforgiving race, you're going to have to leave a lot of things behind. You have to leave a lot of people behind. You're going to have to leave a lot of feelings behind. You're going to leave a lot of emotions behind. Right? So the best way to describe those individuals is those individuals, their feelings are stronger than their mind. Your mind allowed you to make that decision. Feelings make people overthink. Should I do this? Should I not get in the race? It's going to be too hard. So they already talk themselves out. They talk themselves out of it. Most individuals, your mind will make a decision. Say, we're going to do this. Your feelings always make suggestions. Your feelings could have said, you don't need to get out of bed anymore. You literally, if you chose every single day, you're like, your feelings could have said, why do you have to work more? Stay in bed. All right. Your mind got you out of bed every single day because your mind was stronger than your feelings because you knew what your real purpose was. All right. When you fail, your feelings give you excuses. Your mind makes you more resilient. It's about the grind. It's about the obstacles. It's about the challenges. It's about the pain that you endure along the way for that 30 seconds. But when that happens, your mind has to immediately shift back because now you felt and tasted something that you could only get through winning. Are you willing to do it again? Think about the times where everything was going wrong. Nothing was going right. What kept you going? What kept you going? When there was no friends around, there was no family, you were in that place, what kept you going? That was your dark energy. that was your dark side. People say you got to attack your goals, all right? But you got to control your feelings. They label us with all these different things that when it's to get what we want, it's always got to be in a positive light, a positive light, a positive light. But when you have individuals, like you said, that are trying to attack you personally, that attack your work ethic, that attack your success, that are trying to take away everything that you've worked so hard to get. Are you only going to use the light, or are you going to use your aggression? Are you going to use your controlled rage? Are you going to use those things to protect you? And if you haven't acknowledged your dark side and you haven't tapped into it and realized what it is and acknowledge it, just like winning has no loyalty and winning doesn't know your name, it's going to say, hey, I don't know who you are. To me, anger is a reaction to what somebody else said to you. It creates an emotion. All right? The dark side turns your anger into controlled rage. Now you're in control. You're in control. Now, how long can you stay in control? That's the difference. Are you going to burn out right away? All of a sudden you just let out all this rage? Or do you know how to control it and place it in the right places, not only to win the battle, but to win that war? And we literally have a war going on every single moment. It may not be out in here, but there's a war that goes on in here all the time with ourselves, all the time. And you can't win that war with only light. You can't. Stop looking for steps. Stop looking for things that say 5 steps to winning, 10 steps to greatness, 8 steps to success. Those steps are infinite and they're constantly changing. And just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. Find your own path to winning, because as the late great Kobe Bryant said, winning is everything. Winning is everything. The way it makes you feel, the way it makes your family feel, the way you feel when your children win, the way you feel when your significant others win, the way you feel when you've touched other lives and they win. Those steps are infinite, but you got to trust yourself.
Decide, commit, act, succeed, repeat.